We are here with Jade McDonald, freshman, class of 2021. She is a state qualifier in the triple jump. She was the Orange County triple jump champion, also second place runner-up for the long jump and triple jump at the Division II championships. Now qualified for state. So before we go into the state conversation, let's talk about the regular season. How did this regular season, feel for you, and how did you enjoy this season?
Okay, so the regular season, leading up to this, it was pretty good. It's way different from youth, and that's all I'm used to is youth meets. So it's not as much people, and it just goes quicker. You're not there from 9 to 7. It's just you're there and then you leave. So overall, the before all of this was good. It's a different experience. And I liked it.
Now, going from your youth season, you were very good already coming in. You had a personal best of 39 feet 11 3/4. You're also the national champion in triple jump as a 13, 14-year-old. So bringing that experience into the high school, do you think that helped you? Did you learn new things? What did you learn from the high school compared to the youth division?
In high school, I learned that team is really important. I didn't really understand that before. Coming into high school, I was oh, I'm just gonna do my own thing kind of. But I realized that it's not like that at all. When you're on a team, people rely on you and people are counting on you. Especially being in the relay, people really they relied on me to do what I had to do. And yeah, I think that's the major difference is the team aspect.
Do you think that team aspect really came into play when you guys ended up winning the Division II championship? What role did that play, and how much pressure do you think was on you for scoring points?
I feel there's a lot of pressure, especially on the jumpers, especially me, Dami, Sophia, and all of us, and Kelly. There's a lot of pressure on us because that's where a lot of schools, they don't really have jumpers like that, so that's where we come into play and we can get points, more points for that. So, yeah.
And so, being a freshman, this is obviously your first time ever making it to the state championships. But you have been to New Balance Indoor Nationals. You've been to Nationals for the youth, section. What do you think is going to be different, or do you think you're going to have, already be experienced in the state championship? What do you expect to happen or to come from this meet?
I expect big numbers to come from this meet because usually I'm already used to national meets and competing with kids above my age and competing with people that have big marks. So I think I'm going to be prepared for this meet, and I think it's going to go really well.
Really good. Now, you were obviously a favorite in the Masters Championship to qualify for the long jump, but we just fell short. So talk about what happened there and what you learned from that experience.
Okay, so long jump, what happened was I psyched myself out. I have been jumping 18 plus all season, consistently. And the night before competition, I was overthinking, and I was what if I don't qualify? Turns out, next day, I didn't qualify. So, now that happened, I know that I have to go into it thinking positive only. I can't have any negative thoughts. I can't doubt myself, because in triple jump, I didn't have any doubts that I wasn't gonna make it, and I ended up making it without a problem. So.
And so, there's been a huge transformation in your form when it comes down to specifically triple jump, but then small changes here and there for long jump. Where do you see the benefit of the technical change? Did you want the change? How did you adapt to this specific type of change, even though you've been jumping well prior to high school?
I actually like the change. Before, I didn't have a set steps, but when I got to high school, I actually got a set mark. I got a set steps, so I knew exactly where I had to be every meet, and I don't know, it was just better that way. I like that better. And then technique-wise, I feel like I learned a lot more technique this year, and I realized that it's not all about like power. Like power can only get you so far, but you also need technique. So.
Very good. Now you are, as of today, the number 2 freshman in the triple jump with the PR of 40 feet 2 inches in the nation. So how do you feel about that? And what are your goals by the time you graduate?
Graduate high school?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm happy, actually. Well, yeah, I'm happy about being USA number 2. I feel like I'm gonna get USA number 1 this week though, after this meet. But anyways, by the time I graduate high school, I plan on jumping 45 highs. So if I keep on track with everything, stay focused, stay healthy, I think I can do that. I think that's possible.
Really good. And you talked earlier about keeping your mind positive and so on. What are some of the thoughts you have going into this meet, and talk about how you kind of manage yourself during each jump of competition?
Okay, so my attitude going into this meet, I have a really positive attitude because I know that I don't really have anything to lose from this meet because I'm already here, I'm already doing it, so like I can only improve at this meet. So I don't have too much pressure on myself, because when I put a lot of pressure on myself, that's where like doubt comes in. So I'm just mainly staying focus. Yeah, focus for this meet.
Good. And what would you say to all the freshmen who maybe look up to your physical ability or your marks? Is to jump 40 feet as a freshman is very impressive. Those are already looking at college level marks. You already received a letter of interest from Kansas. What do you say to those who are going into high school next year or who are in their same boat as a freshman now? What do you say to motivate them for the next season?
I say stay focused. When you get to high school, it's a lot more everything on your plate. So you just really need to stay focused. If you're the best coming in, that's great, and you have to really keep working hard. Like in high school, there's gonna be a lot of kids better than you, and it doesn't matter if you're a freshman, you still have to work hard. And if you're not the best coming in, you can get there. Like it's very, everybody's capable of being good, so you just have to train hard.
Very good. We'll be excited to see you this weekend, and good luck.